That time of year again, time for everything to get a little bit colder, people exchanging presents, all sorts of different holidays. And one of the biggest things that we wanted to showcase to you with this video today is to show you gifts under $100 that you can give to a fellow meathead, that you can ask for under a tree, that you will actually use. I don't know how many more little flashlights or $5 gift cards to Chipotle that I need that I just won't really use. So what we're gonna be doing today, we're gonna be going over things that we actually use here at the Elite FTS compound every single week that you will get the most bang for your buck for, and that you will actually be able to utilize in your training. So, number one and number two right here. There is not a lifter on the planet that will ever stop needing chalk. This is actually a rare sight here at the Elite FTS compound. This is an almost full block of chalk. Blocks of chalk come here to get eviscerated into piles of chalk. Dave hates blocks of chalk, but if you're like me, you love going to your chalk bowl, grabbing a nice new block of chalk, and getting ready for your set. Chalk is totally indispensable and is going to always be a staple for gift giving for any sort of meathead, strongman, powerlifter, bodybuilder, whoever, right? So number one on the list is chalk. Number two, everybody's favorite, the smelling salts, right? If you're not a competitive lifter, or you just saw these on Joe Rogan, these are smelling salts, and they are a fantastic gift that you can stick in a stocking, under a tree, or whatever you want to do. We have different flavors here at Elite FTS. We have Into the Void. That's a great flavor there. I would consider these more mild, more earthy tones in terms of flavor. This is not as intense as they get. Then, coming out for the holiday season, we have the Extreme Elf smelling salts, which I have yet to hit. So I will do that for you live on camera. It hurts, hurts my brain. It hurts. It's a nice, solid peppermint smell that you get towards the front end. The back half still burns. And then, I'm not even gonna do this. I'm not even joking around here. Dark Side, that's extreme PRs only. This stuff is brutal. This will eke itself into your brainstem if done too regularly. So, number two, smelling salts, always a good decision, always a good gift for the meathead that they will actually use. The next gift that meatheads will actually use for under $100, accommodating resistance, bands and chains, right? Bands are fantastic for training. As you've seen in videos that I've done in the past, bands are not just for accessories, they're not just for accommodating resistance. You can put them on less than ideal benches to get more stick. They can be great for warm-ups, they can be used for stretching, all fantastic uses for a band. But there comes a time in life when bands start to fade, they start to get like warped, and you need to get new ones. So I would suggest every year, maybe around this time, you purchase some new bands for your loved meatheads in your life and make their holidays that much happier. Next up, chains. Get yourself a pair of chains from elitefts.com. Again, great for accessories. You can put them on your neck for bodyweight stuff. You can put them around your bars for accommodating resistance, bench, squat, press, whatever you want to do. Chains, always a good decision. But how do you attach the chains? One of the best gifts that you can give a meathead, whether you're a powerlifter, strongman, doesn't matter. Easy straps from Elite FTS. They make accommodating resistance so easy. Strap that bad baby on the bar. Doesn't matter what kind of bar. We have a rackable cambered bar here. You can use a yoke bar. You can use whatever. Bada bing, bada boom. Just need a couple carabiners and you're in business, right? So again, very simple, very easy gift that you can give a loved meathead in your life to make their training more enjoyable this time of year, and something that they'll actually use. So in the same vein as the accommodating resistance or the bands, the smelling salts and the chalk, one of the keys to having a present that a meathead will actually use is to find the items that need to be replenished every year. Now this one, very, very important. Collars. Now you may be thinking to yourself, collars don't need to be replenished. If you're a real meathead or you work out or train in a commercial gym, collars seem to have a mind of their own and they will get lost, they'll get broken, and over the course of time, they need to get replenished. So having a pair, just like our Lockjaw Pro 2s here at Elite FTS, is great if you're working mostly with our power bars, or If you work a lot with specialty bars, grabbing yourself an Elite FTS shark collar that fits on power bars such as this, right? Locks right in. Boom, that's not going anywhere. And then it also fits specialty bars like our rackable cambered bar. Put that bad baby on there. Weights aren't going anywhere. And you only really need to buy one set of collars regardless of what bar that you use. Fantastic gift for meatheads everywhere. Another highly consumable item that meatheads use everywhere and that we use all the time here at the Elite FTS compound are wrist wraps, straps, knee wraps, all of those things. These are actually Dave's wrist wraps, and I can tell they're Dave's because they're very, very smelly. But deadlift straps, great option for meatheads. Knee wraps if you're a power lifter, strongman competitor. Again, all really good, very simple gift ideas under $100 that will make any meathead know that you love them. There is nothing that quite says holiday cheer like mobility. That's why getting a foam roller from Elite FTS might be one of the best gifts that keep on giving for the meathead in your life. Why? Well, first and foremost, you and I both know that if you're watching this video, you probably need to work on mobility far more than you have, right? Not saying that the foam roller is the be-all end-all in terms of mobility, but having a little bit of foam rolling in your program is a good way to keep you training longer and stop all those aches and pains that you might be experiencing. A very, very inexpensive gift, but one that truly tells that person how much you love them and how much you want them to stop complaining about how sore and in pain they are all the time. Last but not least, the final gift that we use here at the Elite FTS compound quite a bit are fat grips, right? Fat grips are a fantastic tool that you can implement into your training. They are one of the best things that you can throw in your gear bag to increase the amount of variety you can have in your training, but also kind of adjust your training in a way that allows you to recover a little bit better. What I mean by this is usually when you're using a fat grip or a fat bar, it takes a lot of pressure off that elbow, takes a lot of pressure off your wrists, and lets you train hard without beating yourself up. So throwing fat grips in, throwing some fat bar training into your program is a great way to feel better all year long. And no better way to do that than to buy a pair of fat grips from elitefts.com to make sure the meathead in your life has the variety they need, as well as the elbow health, and they're feeling their best. What better present can you give a meathead than feeling their best and performing their best? So there you have it, guys. The list of gifts under $100 that all of us here at Elite FTS actually use and that we know the meatheads in your life will truly enjoy. So on behalf of myself and Jacob behind the camera, we thank you guys for checking out this video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Share this out to the people in your life that buy you presents so that you can get the presents that you want and the gifts that you will actually utilize. So guys, thank you very much, and we will see you in the next one.